Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, and welcome back to my channel, Canadian Born Desi. It's been a while since I've vlogged, and the truth is that I've been quite busy with a bunch of things. But I'm back for a special edition, and today's edition is going to be on my vegetable garden, my eatery garden. But before I begin that, I just want to share with you all that it's quite demanding to have to create videos, or it takes a long time to create videos for YouTube. So I was contemplating the platform that I should be using to communicate my message, and after a bit of research I realized that I'm going to be transitioning this to TikTok. So TikTok, the benefits of transitioning to TikTok is that the expectation is that you have 15-second videos, about 15-second videos to get your message across, and I think it's just a lot more doable, and it'll be more possible for me to release more videos, etc. So anyways, with that being said, this is going to be my last video on YouTube, and I'll share with you all my TikTok handle so you can follow me there. And it's going to be quick 15-second videos on a bunch of desi stuff. So with that being said, let's have a look at my vegetable garden. Alright, so here is my vegetable garden. Now, one thing you need to consider is that, first of all, it doesn't look that big from here, from what I can see on the screen, but the reality is it's actually quite big. So if I just loop around a little bit over here, I mean, check that out. Now you can actually see all the green in the vegetable garden, and all those things that you see in the back over there, those are actually grow bags. So as I ran out of space in my garden bed, I decided to buy some grow bags because it was fairly cost effective, and started planting my seedlings in the garden beds. Now, have a look at this concept that I learned and that I used to plant in the garden bed. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about square foot planting, but square foot planting is essentially an approach where you look at each square foot of your garden bed, and within each square foot there are rules as to how many of a particular vegetable or fruit you can put. So have a look at here. I have my herb garden. So my herb garden, on the right hand side is coriander, in the middle we have some dill, some fennel, we have spearmint, basil, peppermint, and that big thing that you see in the back, that itself, that is called an eggplant. That's right, so there's going to be actual eggplants coming out of there. So if we continue on here, we have all kinds of other vegetables. We have lettuce, which is right over there, and then we have beets, we have radishes, we have carrots, we have stevia. That's actually stevia, something that I use when I make my green tea, my kava, as we call it, in the northern part of the Indian subcontinent. And this is a cucumber plant. It's a bush cucumber plant, so unlike most cucumber plants that climb up trellises, this particular one is on the floor. And then as we continue here, we have a bunch of tomato plants, chili plants, bell pepper plants, and in the back there, what you're seeing are cucumber plants that require, zucchini. Those are zucchinis, and they'll require a trellis, otherwise they'll just spread out all over the garden. So now as we move here, we actually have tomato plants on the left, the big bushy things there. And on the right hand side, we have a bunch of different kinds of chilies. And then as I walk around the garden bed, we have, these are cucumbers. So cucumber plants over here. They're going to require a trellis. And as you can see, I've kind of put them in this corner right over here. And then this one over here in this pot, this is a grape plant. And you may be asking me, where are the grapes? Well, there's one bunch of grape right over there. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Right there. You see that? Yeah. Awesome, I know. This one's supposed to be a blueberry plant, but it's not doing very well. And then we have strawberry, which honestly I don't know if it's worth it, but it's fun. Got a couple of strawberries out of this one so far. This one I have no idea what it is. It was a seedling that I planted, and I don't remember what it was because I never labeled it. As you keep looking here, you have tomato plants, you have all kinds of different plants. And in this bag over here, what I decided to do was put some cantaloupes, put some watermelon, put some honeydew. So all those big melons are in here. Eventually what I have to do is select which one which stem I want to continue growing with, which couple of stems, and then essentially remove the others or just cut them off. Okay, now let's go have a look at some other things that I planted. An apple tree, that's right. So this is an apple tree that I planted very recently. There's no apples on it because it's fairly young, but you know what? It's gonna grow in about a few years, I think, and I hope. And it just seemed like the right spot to do it. It's fun for the kids, and yeah. So continuing on over here, this is my favorite. This was like the best investment. Spent about $50 buying this tree, and it's a mulberry tree. So in the Indian subcontinent, we call this Shahtoot. For those of you that aren't familiar with mulberry, but mulberry is a little sweet little fruit. Let me just zoom in over here so you can have a look. And that's what they look like right over there. And the best part is I actually have some to show you. We have a lot. I mean, look at this tree. It's full of them. And the best part and the most interesting part is that there were no leaves or fruits on this particular tree when I bought it. And I bought it in this pot, and I've never moved it out of the pot, and it continues to produce fruits being in this pot. So I was considering putting it in the ground, but now I'm not so sure if it even makes sense. Anyway, so that is my garden, my vegetable, my eatery garden. Square foot planting allows you to maximize your production of fruits and vegetables in a small amount of space. Super cool concept, and apparently it works really well. So I'm giving it a shot this year, and next year, or by the end of this season, I'll let you guys know how it went. But once again, to find out, you'll have to follow me on TikTok, and we'll be creating an account soon, and I'll share the handle with you all. Thank you very much for watching my video today. I know it's been a while, but I do appreciate you tuning in. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal.